EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 22-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. The 20. 10, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Man, it's good to see you out there, baby.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Herbert on 1st down now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. And he's going to look that catch for the touchdown. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Those are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A quick throw now complete to Ross. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
49, guys. Mike, 49. We own this.
On 3rd down, Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Desmond King picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. from his own end zone. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you get a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the 50, here's Herbert. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Chargers.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40.
1st down.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Being chased out left. The ball comes out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's 56.
Burrow will throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
First and 10.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Gain of 50 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now a dump off here complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Michael Badgley lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
14.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Burrow on first down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert on 1st down now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Herbert winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Herbert. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing just outside his own goal line. Yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans, and the Bucs are out to an early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Bengals drive about to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Von Bell. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal yardage against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Bengals 7. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return stops just a few yards shy in midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Flush to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Los Angeles.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone, rolling to his right. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ochena Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Boyd. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A shotgun throw for Stick. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. DJ Reader picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got his man on the comebacker. It's Boyd. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Yards on the play.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Cincinnati.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mixon with it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Stick from the gun, buying time to his left, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ross on the return. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
No gain on the play there, second down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Get ready.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. A final shot now for Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Chargers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.